Yo, what's up Simplified Reads fam? Today we're deep diving into the books that actually have Rizz and aren't just NPCs. We're looking at fiction that absolutely mogged the gender binary and sent it to the Ohio Shadow Realm. No cap, let's get into the lore. Starting off with the absolute final boss of queer history, Stone Butch Blues by Leslie Feinberg, 1993. Is the OG blueprint for anyone trying to escape the binary meta. You gotta look for the borderland energy in Jess Goldberg's journey. It's not just about switching teams from woman to man. It's about being a high-level player who exists outside the map entirely. This book teaches that gender is inseparable from the grind, showing how working-class survival and butch identity were linked way before the modern trans patch was even released. It's a heavy read, but it's essential for understanding that gender nonconformity isn't a new trend. It's a legacy of resistance that mogs the haters. Then we hit Nevada by Imogen Binnie, 2013, which is pure 10-10 vibes because it totally deletes the born in the wrong body, NPC dialogue that usually clutters these stories. Instead of explaining transness to cis people, Binnie focuses on the brain rot of dissociation. That feeling when your ping is too high and you're just lagging through life because you haven't realized you're trans yet. Look for the messy, cynical internal monologue of Maria as she goes on a road trip. It proves that trans people don't have to be perfect, inspirational icons. They can be aimless, punk, and slightly toxic, which is a massive W for realistic representation. If you want a 1v1v1 of complex gender theories, Detransition, Baby by Torrey 2021, is a total glizzy overdrive for your brain. This book went viral because it treats gender like a performance where everyone, including the cis characters, is basically in drag, trying to secure the bag of motherhood or social status. It challenges the linear transition narrative by showing a character who detransitioned, forcing readers to see that gender isn't a one-way street, but a complex game of social navigation. It's based because it refuses to play it safe, exploring the spicy dynamics of trans women's relationships in a way that mogs traditional family values. For a total map hack of how society works, The Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula K. Le Guin, 1969, is a classic sci-fi play. It takes you to a planet where the inhabitants are ambisexual and only take on gender traits during a specific cycle. You have to look at how this changes the entire social meta. There's no war, no breadwinner roles, and no gendered hierarchy. It forces you to realize that our world's main quest is often just low-tier trolling based on what's in people's pants. Even though it's an older title, it still has the Rizz to make you question if gender is just a social construct we've been conditioned to follow. If you want to see how the blackness and transness stats stack together, Felix Ever After by Kacen Callender, 2020, is the GOAT of YA fiction. It follows Felix, a trans-masculine artist who is dealing with an anonymous troll, but the real lore is about his internal discovery. Look for how labels like Demiboy aren't just boxes to be trapped in, but custom skins that help him feel more comfortable in his own skin. It's a masterclass in showing that the journey of self-discovery doesn't have a level cap. You can keep changing your tags until they finally fit your vibe perfectly. Then you've got The Black Tides of Heaven by Neon Yang, 2017, where the world building is a total flex. In this silk punk reality, kids are born genderless and choose their path later in life. You should focus on the tension between the twins, Makoya and Aka, as they navigate their choices. It's a massive level up for the born this way argument, suggesting that gender can be a proactive choice and a source of power. It shows that refusing to pick a team early on isn't a bug in the system. It's a feature of a more enlightened society that mogs the traditional binary. An Unkindness of Ghosts by Rivers Solomon, 2017, is high-stakes survival lore where gender is used by the villains to grief the protagonists on a generation ship. Aster, the non-binary lead, has to navigate a system that tries to categorize her body to control her labor. Look for the intersection of neurodivergence and gender here. Aster's unique brain makes her see through the fake gender rules of the ship that others just accept. It's a gritty, Sigma grindset story about how breaking gender norms is literally an act of revolution against a corrupt admin system. For a hit of pure trans joy, Light from Uncommon Stars by Rika Ayaki, 2021, is a genre-bending W. It mixes violin deals with the devil, space aliens running a donut shop, and a trans runaway girl finding her place. Look for how the protagonist, Katrina, finds found family buffs that protect her from the trauma-core vibes of her past. It shifts the focus from trans suffering to trans success, proving that you can have a happy ending even if your backstory was filled with grief. It's wholesome, based, and features some of the best food descriptions in the game. Melissa by Alex Gino, 2015. Originally published as George, is a book that's been banned more times than a hacker on a private server, which only proves its power. It's a middle-grade story that's so simple it's brilliant. It shows that being a girl is an internal stat, not an external skin. Look for the contrast between how Melissa sees herself and how the NPCs in her life try to force her into a boy role for the school play. It's a masterclass in empathy that teaches readers that the most important truth is the one you know about yourself. No cap. Finally, Cemetery Boys by Aidan Thomas, 2020, is a legendary play that combines Latinx folklore with a trans-masculine hero. Yadriel is trying to prove he's a brujo to his traditional family, and he ends up summoning a ghost who helps him realize his worth. Look for how the book bridges the gap between old-school heritage and new-school identity. It shows that being trans doesn't mean you have to catch an L with your family's culture. You can actually be the one to fulfill the ancient prophecies better than anyone else. It's a 10-10 story about taking up space and winning the game. That's the T Simplified Read Squad. These books are basically a chug jug for your brain, giving you 100/100 shield against narrow-minded takes. Smash that like, subscribe, and don't catch the L. Stay Sigma, stay based, and we'll see you in the next one.